In this video, we share several clips from episode 3 of our Love and Marriage series with Lorenza and Kendra Tyler. They both share how they had to navigate and adjust through their 25-year relationship. I can tell you this interview is funny and full of laughter, but yet filled with some wholesome truth. They are a real life lady and a player. You can hear the entire interview in our Love and Marriage playlist here on the channel. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so tell us how long have you been married?
We've been married for 16 years. We've been knowing each other for 25 years.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. So then when did you actually start dating? At what age?
Oh, like let's say actually when we started dating a couple weeks, couple days.
He was 17, I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you kept it holy.
Supervised.
Yeah, supervised. Hey, let me get it that.
No.
My mom did not play that, and neither did my grandma.
But what attracted me to that was, we kept it holy, because what happened with her, what attracted me to her is like, she will not let me touch her hand. She ain't like no hugs. She ain't like no kisses. I had to work for this right here, man. I had to put in some work. I literally had to put in some work, Mr. Nelson. So like, not real talk. Hey, real talk. Now, we all grown. This is adult, real talk.
Yeah.
Because actually, I had to work for it. Like what attracted me to her. Like before her, I had talked to different people,
Right.
but I worked for it, and it wasn't really, and that would attracted me to her, because anything I had was kind of easy, but with her, it was like kind of something different, I was,
right.
And she just got me, man. Well, she got me, Mr. Nelson.
I hear you. You had a question?
I was gonna ask, how did he propose? Like, was it?
Well,
See that?
That's
gonna be juicy here.
One time before, and I said no.
I was in my 20s
because I felt that he was not ready.
I was
Whoa.
And I was young, even though I was young, I had my head straight. My head was on straight. I didn't tolerate foolishness. I still don't. So when he came to me, they had to come correct. So I felt he was not ready at the time.
Okay, so now you made that decision of him not being ready based on what information?
Based on his actions. Because he was still doing some things, had different female friends and things like that. His behavior.
But where did you get that from, though? How do you know?
So then this is when I exposed some of my craziness. Okay, so here it is. His best friend and his wife, we were close. So what we used to do is we used to pop up to certain places, and then sometimes I would catch it. So I was the one, I'm not going to lie to you, this was before Christ. Well, I always had Christ, but this was before my relationship got deeper. I was the one, I would flat your tire.
Hey,
I would bust the window.
She flat. Hey, man, Nelson. Let me tell you what she did.
I had to let him know that I'm not
Wait a minute.
Hey, Mr. Nelson, let me tell you how it went down. This girl sat there, let all the air fall my tires, and she knew my car was running hot.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was funny right there.
You just said, don't play with her. And she said she still don't play.
Okay? So she had you on your toes.
Boy, she had me on my toes, Mr. Nelson. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God, that's too funny, man. That is so funny, man. Oh my God.
But real, man, I was something else. Like when I was younger, I didn't really have like the guidance. Like to where I'm at right now. Like how sorry, how I used to be. You know, I didn't really had a guidance. I was like I was out there a little bit. But thank God, but God. That's all I'm gonna say is but God. You know.
Thank you,
Okay, so this time, the second time, he asked, where were we? To be honest, I don't remember where we were, but he did get down on the knee. That I remember. He did get down on the knee. And then this time I said yes, because I felt that he grew and there was a change in the direction that he was going in. It was much better. So this second time I said yes.
So what attracted you, Kendra, to Lo?
What attracted me to him is he has a lot of determination in him. So when he wants something, he's going to go after it. He's going to do whatever it takes. And his love. He did change a lot. If I didn't see, those patterns change, then it was going to be a no for me. So he knew that. And that required patience for me as well, because we was young. When you're young, you do crazy things. I did crazy things as well, and so did he. But my crazy things were done on account of his. But I love him. I feel safe. He protects me. He loves me. Unconditional love. We have unconditional love for each other. So it's like, even though we were young, we kind of grew up together. So a lot of things we saw, we made promises to each other that we wouldn't do when we got married. So my mom didn't have the perfect marriage. So what I did was the things that I saw, I knew that, hey, I'm not going to do that when I get married. And certain things that he saw and dealt with as far as with his parents, it was the same thing for him as well. So that was a promise that we made to each other.
Can I piggyback on what she said? That when she was saying it's love, like actually, man, my wife, she showed me love, like the real definition, like of love. Like that's what that really attracted me to her love. Because like coming up, I didn't really like probably say I always used to walk circumspectly. I was always caution. I ain't really trust nobody. So it's like I'm open to her, like with no holds bars. So she attracted me also like with her love. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take over the show, but
no, no, you good, bro.
Yeah,
you good.
Yeah, man. Like with love, man, it's like when I met her again, like I used to run the streets a little bit, and my homeboy was like,
a lot.
My homeboy was like, man, I don't see.
That's where the busting of the windows.
The guys who I ran with, they was like where Lo at? I don't see Lo no more. But since I met her, man, it's like I straight away I left like everybody try to get my mind right, So like when I met her, she showed me the she taught me the true definition what love was.
So you get married. Now, question: do you all have marriage counseling? Received any counseling before you got married, or?
Okay, so here's yes, we did. As a matter of fact, our previous apostle, and that's, to be honest, part of the reason of why we're the way we are is because we do come from an apostolic teacher. So even though we were young, he taught us how a marriage supposed to be, how a man's supposed to be, how a woman's supposed to be. So that's why I knew part of that when he came to me the first time, will you marry me? I was like, no, because he wasn't ready. So we did receive counseling. Yes, we did.
So when she said no to you the first time, though, Tyler, how did you feel?
I mean,
how did it make you feel, though?
I mean, like in a way, when she said no, I know the lifestyle I was living. I was like hustling. I was in the street. I was fighting. I was like, and when she told me no, I kind of like understood. But at the same time, it ain't stopped me from still pursuing like and loving her and doing what I supposed to do. So I still ran after it. I still stayed behind it. And even when I was in the street doing whatever, like if I'm in the street and if she called me, everything stopped.
It's true.
Everything
even when
stopped.
He was with
even when real talk,
like the Apostle said, the sidekicks.
Yeah, when I in my lifestyle, even when she called, I don't care whoever, everything stops. You know, everything stops. Even now, everything stops. You know, so when she called,
That's true.
That's awesome.
man, I was an angel.
Most people don't believe that marriage is work. They feel that it's going to be, smooth sailing, but marriage is definitely work. So you're 20, 24, 25 years old. You did say you have counseling. How much do you feel that counseling contributed to your relationship right now?
Oh, a lot, because pretty much spiritually we grew up with him, so he knew us individually. He knew that we were dating as well, so it's like he didn't there was like no how can I say this, he was straightforward. Like there's no taking up for nobody when somebody's wrong or whether someone's right. He was straightforward. He was straightforward. He laid everything down. So based off of his teaching and everything, that's what kept us, the foundation of God. And that's why our marriage is still the way that it is, because of our relationship with God. God is the magnet in our marriage. I can honestly tell you that because of the love we have for God, that's why we're lasting the way we do. Now, I'm not going to say it's perfect because we have our ups and downs, but it's work. It's work.
What did you learn about each other through the counseling, though?
He can be a little of a hothead sometimes.
Who, me?
Yeah, hothead.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I still had the spirit of Peter, but Peter and Jesus was very tight, you know what I'm saying? But you say what we learned?
Like through the marriage counseling.
From the counseling because see, most people get married without really knowing one another.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but even when you think you know someone, having someone to counsel you would help to pull out some things that you did not know or what you might assume that you knew about each other. So that's why I'm just asking questions.
And even about yourself.
Right, absolutely.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like about myself, I had like anger issues. Like, and it's like when I get angry, I didn't know how to control. I didn't really know how to express it, you know. But like one thing about my wife, man, it's like she like, I'm not just trying to blow her off, but when she talks to me, like sometimes she be like, "Lord, I just want you to listen," you know, because like really, even though my mom and dad was there, you know, certain things my dad didn't tell me. All my dad taught me how to do is fight, protect, by guns, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. That's all I knew. My mom, she loved me, but my mom had to work a lot, you know, so I didn't really have like, even though my parents were there, they wasn't, sometimes some certain things they wasn't there. They didn't express like emotions. But what I did through the counsel, I started learning myself what makes me angry, what triggers me, you know, and then, I take a step back a little bit, take a deep breath, you know, and also, the quick reaction is a bad reaction. And then James said he that can controls his temper can take on the city. So, so I try to have James 1:19, be slow to be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to wrath. So, sometimes I have to lean back a little bit, and that's it. I had anger issues and I didn't really know how to control it, So
therefore you would be an advocate for marriage counsel before any couple get married.
Yes. And also I should read a lot too, man. I got this book. It was called what's it called? Something by the Praying Husband. Something by the Praying Husband.
It's a praying husband.
Yeah,
the praying husband.
The power of a praying husband, man. That book, I don't really
Stormy.
Talk about, but Eric Stormy. Now that book, that book that got me right there, and reading like the love languages and stuff like that to try to change the way I think. So, but that book there about the power of a praying husband, that was a nugget right there for me, So
yes.
Yeah.
So
Very
sometimes, like I have to understand and realize, what he didn't receive from his parents. So I have to learn to be patient with that. And because a lot of things he wasn't exposed to, I exposed him to it. And like he used to tell me, he'd take the sidekicks to Burger King, McDonald's.
Yeah.
But look, I wasn't going to no Burger King.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, she got me going to Smith with Rigor Roach. What you call that shit? Smith. I go to Smith and Williski's. I go to Texas
Yeah.
Brazil. She exposed me to a lot of stuff. And me, I go to IHOP and I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy.
Ooh, sound familiar.
But she exposed me. She opened me up to like a different thing, man. I just dress dark like with Dickies and you know what I'm saying? How the people like how it is now. But she actually, man, she dressed me, man, Ms. Nelson. I mean, with the like right now, I say, babe, this what I want. Or she just go to the mall. She know what size I wear, from the head to the toe, from the drawers all the way to the tuxedo, man. You know. No, I'm being honest, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm being honest, man.
Hey, give it real, baby. Keep it real. Keep it real.
I'm keeping it 100. She
keep it
dressed
100.
me, Nelson.
Yeah,
you know, she dressed me, so it's like that's why, man. I go like right now. My wife, she goes shopping. Sometimes she like going to clearance rack, but with her, man, I don't put no price on nothing. Like if she want it, you know what I'm saying? I get it for her, you know, anything she want. You know, I get it for her because she don't ask for nothing. She don't desire to get her hair, nails done.
Well,
I'm
let
like,
me ask you something. How do you all handle conflict in your relationship, in your marriage? How do you handle that?
So, as far as the conflict, there are times where you will have disagreements in a marriage. You agree to disagree. We had a heated argument before. So this is what I do. I don't like to be mad. I try not to go to sleep angry. So what I do is I say, okay, well, let's talk. Because one thing about us, I'm not going to lie, we're very honest in our marriage. We're honest with our kids. Whatever is on our mind, we're going to speak it in a respectful way. So I always sit down and I say, okay, well, let's re-examine what happened. How did we get to this point? And once
can I stop you a minute? I want to ask a question though. The argument, was it between you two, concerning you two, or it has something to do with the children or something?
No, it was between us two. It's something I think it was something he purchased or something. I don't remember because it was a couple of times, because sometimes in a marriage you got to realize too, you got to be considerate of the spouse. Whatever you do, it don't just affect you, it affects the whole
I say that all the time.
Domino effect.
I say that all the time.
So you have to be very mindful, and that's something that he had to learn. You can't just dive out there and just make that decision. So we sat down, you know, we re-examined the whole situation, and he calmed down. He started listening and started thinking, okay, what he could have done differently. And that's what we try to do. We don't have a lot of heated arguments, but you know, you agree to disagree. So if we notice that something is going to make us angry, we communicate that with each other. Like, you know, I don't like what you did or what you said or whatever. And that's how we operate.
So you can communicate with each other, be very straightforward, transparent, without anyone feeling offended.
And if I say, well, I don't like how you said it, but one thing about him that I had to learn, and it's from his father, they're blunt. They just don't care at all. They don't care. Hey, how you feel? You take it. He don't mean it, but that's how it came across.
So you had to learn that.
He'll apologize for it, and the next time he'll know. Hey, he'll think before he say whatever it is he's gonna say. But I mean, we straightforward.
So you had to learn that about your husband, though.
Yes.
During the marriage.
Even kind of before, because like he said, he had anger problems, and part of that comes from his dad.
Yeah. See, one thing, like my dad, he wasn't really there. Like I said before, all he knew how to do was fight. He taught me how to fight, load guns, protect the family, get money, and actually that's it. You know, actually my dad's grandma practically raised him. You know, so every time incident like what occurred, like they always say my hands will get me in trouble. I have to fight a lot. You know, so that's how I learned from my dad. You know, but I never put my hands on my wife.
No,
never,
and I'm not
abusive. I don't do that. But
sorry. Wrong sister.